A doobie is we are back with another one. Today we don't have that much time because I do have an exam tomorrow, which is also why yeah, I'm kind of early regarding the stream. So I'm not gonna do too much today. You probably read it in the title already. I'm gonna goof around today. Just goofing around, okay? I'm gonna be trying to I'm gonna be trying to texture something, okay? Now, for anyone who like knows me, I'm not the kind of person to do that, okay? I'm really not. So let's see about that. Maybe it will turn out good, maybe it will turn out really bad, who knows. I don't know if you should like watch like a guide or two on like how to properly hand paint textures. I do have Substance Painter. And a model that we did yesterday. But that's about it. So let me show you guys the model I made. There it is. There is my blender. So we have this icicle thing, I guess, right? Which kind of looks like that. Or it doesn't. Okay. So I did some experimenting off camera, right? And if you guys remember, let me open up Substance Painter, okay? Let me open up Substance Painter. So the problem with our icicle, right, is that it's like very low resolution, okay? Or like very low, like it's very low poly, okay? Meaning there is not much information for like the baker we had, right? If I just bake this, the problem is that when I use this material, right, that doesn't look good. Like the curvature map is all over the place. There is simply not enough information. That was what we had last stream, okay? I did some experimenting. Like, just look at this, right? This is the curvature map, right? As you guys can see, not very clean in like any setting. Those artifacts, it's not very pretty. So I said, fuck that, okay? We need something else here that like works better. So this is what I have. What is this? This is the same model we have, but with 4 subdivision levels as well as a bevel modifier to give those edges. They're like a few artifacts, right? Like here and there, because well, normally you would sculpt this thing into this shape, right? But I just used the bevel on it, just for like, or like just to show rather. Am I right? And the result of that was, now watch this. The result of that was, let me double check the cage. It looks like, I think it looks fine. And when I bake this, right? I mean, sure that you still have those spots here, but when I drag the map onto it, there we go. Like, see, the curvature exists again. Oh, that's some ambient occlusion errors that obviously shouldn't be here, but the curvature was fixed. So that was, I guess, something. Yeah, to fix that we can just automatic experimental that usually does a really good job of that. Nope, it didn't. Oh, it did. It did. Okay, so those shading issues are gone, and it yeah, I guess, yeah, see, it's kind of decent, or like good enough. I mean, across the seams, the dirt doesn't really tile very well. I don't really know what to do there. Can I... What happens if I increase the resolution? No, so increasing... I mean, it's trying. It's trying, but I honestly don't really know what to do. Maybe the play is to get like a proper, like high poly version of this, which would be I don't know. What would you do to make this like a proper high poly version of this and not just this? Would you just subdivide? But like then it like changes the shape, right? And we don't want that. I wanna keep the shape. That's why I did the bevel thing, by the way, right? To like kind of keep the shape of the original. You see how it like somewhat matches. So yeah, I mean we could theoretically just apply those modifiers and see what and go into like sculpting manually. But I don't know how to use sculpting. Like I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with this, for example. How do I keep this sharp? I don't get it. Like flat? I mean that gets rid of that, but like not really in a way that I that I intended. Am I right? No, no, not really. No, not really. Like I feel like it's losing the sharpness of that. Maybe that's good though. Maybe it gives like a nice texture instead. If that makes sense, right? I really want those hard edges to not be here, right? To just not be here. I don't even know which brush I should use for that. I'm using the flatten brush, but like it obviously doesn't do much good. Plateau orientation lock. What does this do? This is pretty interesting, I guess, but not that useful, I think, is it? I mean, we can get some shape into this, but like, I don't know. What the hell? I mean, this could be something, right? Orientation, like like maybe like ice or something like that. Yeah, the problematic areas are, I guess, those, right? So we have to make sure that those really work out. But I don't, maybe just like clay strips? Is this the play? I don't know. We're just gonna see what looks good, am I right? Whatever looks good. Again, I don't really have any reference, sadly. So yeah, it won't be so obvious what to do. But we're gonna try our best, okay? Maybe we can choose find something similar to an icicle. I mean, finding a yes, so see, I'm kind of losing my sharp edges, which I would love to keep. But I don't know, is there a way I can somehow keep them? But like it does get some texture in, right? I'm just not sure if it if it's gonna work out. Or does that make sense for like a icy kind of texture? I don't know. We will just have to see, you know. Today is just eyeballing. Today is just gonna be eyeballing. Just eyeballing. So I mean, it's something, right? Like, I'm just trying to keep the sharpness of those edges, but like, I'm really struggling to keep them. Maybe here a bit, still. Now, baking this will be kind of interesting, because we've changed a bit of the geometry. So maybe we have to change our low poly for that to like compensate for the yeah, newly added one. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it looks like something. It looks maybe like a little bit too much, if you guys understand. Like, what do those? I'm still not entirely sure about what the scrape thingy does, but sometimes it can get like those sharp edges really well done. See? Like sometimes it can just do that, which is interesting. Oh, there's something happening here which shouldn't happen. I don't really care about the insides, but I do want it to be like a little bit sharp, right? Did I cook too much? That's yeah, this is also not ideal. Oh no, this is definitely not ideal. How do we fix that? Help! 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 We could remesh at this point, but like this, I think remeshing would just ruin everything. But like I really don't know how I would even go about fixing this. I don't even know when this happened. Probably when I like brushed over it. Okay, let's just remesh with like very low voxel size. Oh, that completely got rid of it. Nice. Maybe even lower. Oh, my PC. Well, I don't know why, but the voxel size somehow like switched to 0.001. That is not ideal. That is not ideal. Oh my god, why did it do that? Why did it do that? Like it just straight up changed the voxel size to something weird. To like extremely low. Like obviously it's gonna crash my blender, man. Don't have to do me that dirty. Well, where's my blender? There it is. Funny number, guys. No, but seriously, what? I mean, GG's, my progress is down, guys. I mean, there are autosaves, right? But like, maybe it's a good thing that happened, you know? Maybe I did just save myself from from the things. I just all I really want is to clean up those edges. Really, I'm okay with it looking like that, right? It's just there are some points here where it doesn't really make sense. Maybe changing the settings helps a bit. Like, I mean, that definitely, like, this one definitely creates and gets rid of those edges. I'm really not looking forward to sculpt that much today. Oh yeah, the subdivisions we can kind of keep them like that. What were bevel vertices? Oh no, my PC. Okay, no. We wanna bevel the edges, obviously. So wait, what does it do actually? Does it just literally create bevels around, and then there are just these massive n-gons? Okay, like obviously it's gonna have shading issues if it does that. Am I right? What if I apply the subdivision first? Then it completely just loses its shape and just turns like very roundish. But to be honest, I mean, this is a non-destructive workflow, am I right? So even if this doesn't exactly match it, I should still be able to, you know, work on the texture a bit now and then later work on the texture later, right? Because let's just see how this looks. It did not. The maps were like, the preview didn't look really well, but yeah, no. So that completely ruined everything. Nice. Surprisingly, the one with the bevel was the best. Or maybe we just need a new file. Maybe. Use low poly mesh as high poly. What does this do? Does it just... No, like that looks ugly. Man, but like, look at that. Is that model really that bad? Is it really that bad? Don't answer it. I'll try something funny. Just like a bit, right? To keep the shape and then subdivide. That works, no? And I think it also like creates nice curves. Oh yes, it does. Look at that. I think that might work. Obviously the wireframe is kind of hiding it, but like, I really... Oh. What? How did we offset it? How did that happen? I want to see if that like does something. Oh, yeah. High poly. I'm gonna do automatic. The automatic one is pretty decent. Like, look at that, no? I like the automatic one. Ooh, but I like those maps. Have you guys seen them? Or do I? They look cool in the preview. I mean, I think you can work with this. I think you can, right? So... like, no major shading issues. I mean, yeah, the seams are obviously visible, but like... depending on how we do it. Like for example here, it's not that visible, right? Like when I looked at this, I thought it was pretty okay regarding the seams. I do still wonder though why like those areas are so jagged here, because maybe it's the low poly tweaking. Maybe I should go up with the poly count. Maybe it is just too low to like actually look decent. I feel like literally just a bevel plus one subdivision. Like a bevel with 2 segments to get rid of. I mean, no, we can choose 1 segment because those segments are gonna, or the n-gons of the segments are gonna dissolve when subdividing, I think. Ooh, what is happening here? Maybe we do need 2 segments. But that's like kind of high poly already, no? Well, I swear to God, we turned on statistics yesterday. Yeah, like that's 2000. Yeah, that's 2000. That's horrible. I mean, hey, let's just try, okay, and we can always improve on the mesh later. I just really am not looking forward to retopologizing this, or like this back into something like that with like proper flow and a little bit more high poly. I'm just not. So let's just actually start texturing. Right, so what do we want? Like we want, let me still like find a stylized icicle. Let me show. Like I want something more like in that direction color-wise, right? But I'm not really finding. I mean, those colors are ugly. I mean, we won't be able to use transparency, but like we kind of wanna. I guess, yeah. You know, something along those lines. Yeah, I mean, it's not an icicle, but like I really like the texture on that. You know. Is there like more? I mean, I'm gonna just open this one just because to get like a rough view of how the texture should look like. Okay, so we have a base color which is like kind of, okay, let's make a fill layer for the roughness. Roughness gonna be like kinda high, no? Kinda high. But also not entirely. Then the base color is gonna be like obviously bluish, blue darkish, maybe even darker. Kind of like that, right? And then we have like a secondary, like brighter one, a really bright one. And this one has a filter, a position filter. No, it was not a filter that we needed. It was maybe a generator. Yeah, position. And whoa, what is this? I thought the position generator would like kind of create this gradient. Apparently I was wrong. Apparently I was wrong. I mean, it does kind of create a gradient, but like, look at how dog shit this gradient is. I mean, even if we like multiply it onto the color and decrease like this thing, like what is it doing, man? That's not. Like it's also not very performant. What the hell? Maybe it's light that we need instead of position. Well, it's okay. Let me get the edges done first, okay? So, a fill layer, black mask, generator, and let's choose the curvature. Yeah, somewhere along those lines. Obviously, that's too much curvature, like something like that, right? Where like kind of goes well with the other stuff. Do we blur the curvature? Like to get like the hand painted look. What you can do is to create a filter, then like a blur slope, but like obviously not too much. No, I think the blur slope doesn't really work here. Maybe the normal blur. Kind of. We will have to fix this one later. Am I modeling really that bad that you can see the seams? Like, my, oh my. I mean, this is a 2K texture. Okay, so I don't think we need a blur because it's there's a blur built in into this, which kind of works better, right? There are some parts definitely that could use some manual painting. But yeah, are there more settings? What does global contrast do? Oh, I see. I think I like that, right? We can play around with the intensity of this anytime, right? But I wanna have like a very bright blue on top of that, right? And I want like a gradient. Is there like some way to make a gradient-ish type of thing? I'm wondering. Like surely there is. Like kind of like this color, right? Kind of like this color, and I wanna like put a gradient onto that. Like I did try with position, but like that wasn't it. Maybe let me see what kind of filters we have. There's baked light, which if we make the thingy come from below, right? Can give those sort of. Now, obviously, this does not. This color doesn't have any influence anymore. But like, yeah, I don't know. Let's not do it for now. Let's go maybe add the dirt, black mask, generator, dirt. Okay, wait, before that I want to clean up some of those edges. Can I do like negative paint regarding that? Can I remove them? Is what I'm asking. If I just grayscale. Yeah, okay, so that gets rid of those things. And maybe we can clean up the curvature in places where we don't need it. Like for example here. I completely grieved that it even is here in the first place. Or like, what is happening here? I kind of just, I don't know. Smudge. Nope, I don't know what to do with this. We'll revisit it later. Where's the... Well, no, where's the thingy? Where is the... Guys, I swear to God, Didn't I just, like... Wasn't I just able to change, like, the color of it? What? Oh, no. I'm confused. But, like, it just worked. What if I create a new paint layer? No. There was like a slider. Where's the slider to paint on this? Oh, maybe we should also select the painting tool. Oh my god. Sometimes yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I just don't know. Sometimes I just don't know. I'm not sure if we should do the curvature right now. Because, well, what if we change something in there, right? To make it less like that. Also, we can also kind of break up the curvature, right? Into like, or that's like my thought process. I wonder if this does do the same job. Okay. No, like this she just erases things from the paint layer, but like that's obviously not ideal. So I don't know if we just break it kind of up. Obviously we can blur it out later. I think I want to get rid of this completely. Like of those points. And even this one. And even maybe this one. I think there's really just too much going on, right? Man, like texturing takes a long time. I mean, granted, I do think that part of the issue is my model. A lot of it. And in fact, I think it's mostly my model. But yeah. No, I swear to God we can use position for this. GG's. It just made the whole thing. No, but like, see? No, this position would work. For a gradient. That was what I was going for. Black mask, a generator, position. Let's unhide it. Yeah, what? Why did it work earlier? Did I forget the black mask? Maybe I did. Okay, anyways, kind of like this. And then like halfway here, like that. It doesn't really look very crispy, if you guys get where I'm what I'm hinting at, right? It doesn't really... Maybe it needs more saturation. And maybe this needs to be like a darkisher, more dark, like more rock-ish. I'm really not sure. I do have a reference here. What if I just color pick? Which kind of color is that? That is not the same color that I'm seeing. What? Okay. I mean... Yeah, but no. Oh, this coverage has way too much, I just noticed. Yeah, we can deal with this later. We can deal with it later. But it doesn't really pop out, and like regarding this, right, this is like very much like, how did they do that? How the hell did they do that? Like, why does it look like shiny? This doesn't look shiny, it looks like shit. Maybe it's like even brighter, and I mean it's less saturated. I'm gonna try to color pick. Like just to see in which range the color is. Like, yeah, this is like very... I assumed it was like at the very top, right? But like, and we can try adding some other things first. For example, the dirt, to like see how this this makes it up. Right, so black mask. And then like filter, dirt. It was not a filter, it was a generator, obviously. We can keep the filter. Kind of a dirt, okay. Now I want grudge, I think. Just want like dirt. We can make this. Sorry, by the way, if something in the background is audible. I do wonder if we can just kind of give this one, or make this one like a little bit darker, so it like has the... I mean, for that we would actually use something else, no? For that we would just have this as... like just take our ambient occlusion map. What? Why is it a paint layer? Oh my god, I really don't know what I'm doing. Like the ambient occlusion and then just multiply this onto that. Divide? No, multiply. There we go. That gives us the darker spots, I guess. I mean, maybe a little bit less. Maybe a little bit less. I do wonder though how the variation in this one, like the color variation, how that happened. Like this doesn't really look icy or coldish or rockish, right? I think it's because of how we treat those edges here, right? I think this is like a lot of hand painted stuff. But yeah. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let's just save this one and work on I will have to try more. Like I definitely have to inform myself a little bit more regarding that. Meaning I mean, I have limited time today, so I wanna get like something done for the game still. I'm just gonna save the file for now and continue like another day. I'm gonna call this ice. Okay. So yeah, let me check our to-do list. Line crossover shot? Nah. Clean a boss switch after each kill? Nah. Chase out MSP, shield breaker visuals, integrate oxygen system with water. Not really any tasks that I'm looking forward to be honest. Maybe we can try to make like a trail for the icicle first. I mean, which that does also require me to do like some kind of texturing, but I do think it's easier than texturing a whole asset. Am I right? So, Niagara system. I want NS shield breaker trail. So, okay. That is not completely empty. So, first of all, I want to have like I think like a little dust, or not dust, but like like clouds, you know, minimal, which is okay. That can work. Where is the sprite even? Or where is our sprite? I don't see any sprite, to be honest. Okay, let's start with something where we can see something. Simple looping particle. Okay, look, we can see something. We can see something. Great. We can see something. Okay. So we're obviously gonna need a material for the smoke. Yeah, smoke was what I was looking for. Smoke. We're obviously gonna need a material. So sprite render smoke. So my idea for the smoke is, I mean, obviously this is gonna be a masked, no, not a masked, an additive unlit. And we need some texture samples. I do have some noises which we can use. I wanna start off with a noise. I think those stylized noises which I made could be pretty nice, right? If I just plug this into emissive, right? We have something like that. Obviously, that's literally just this, right? If we take another texture or fall off and multiply them together, then we should have a texture which is like kind of rounded up. Yeah, see, now it's like just the single smoke kind of thing. It doesn't have the hard edges anymore. So let's also make sure that we have particle color and multiply the particle color with the result of this. Meaning that theoretically we should be able to, in initialize particle, make this, give it kind of a bluish tint. Where is color? Emitter state? No. It was in color mode. There we go. Direct set. We can change with the color later. Okay, so increasing blue, yeah, see? It like radiates kind of light. Like a bluish. light. I do want to keep it like saturated, but I think a little bit more green to really sell that like icy effect. Right? Right. Okay, nice. So then I want to kind of diffuse this noise with maybe another noise, or like I want to break up the noise with another noise. I do have a tiling Voronoi in the somewhat stylized version of that, which is just kind of blurred out. Okay, let me first of all create like the smoke kind of thing, right? Meaning uniform sprite size, that's okay. Or do we want a variation in sprite size? I think we random uniform, like a min-max, so now obviously we don't see the difference here because we're only spawning, I think, one. Yes. So let's spawn like a few of them. With just rotation, random. Oh, look at that. It like turned into like into a ball. Turned into a ball. You guys have to realize that this is gonna be like on a flying particle. Actually, I lied. It can be stationary as well, so it has to also look good. Stationary. We'll figure something out. So the position mode. Simulation position unset. Okay, surely I can do something with this. There's not. Can I do random? Random. I think it's first of all make vector. Add vector to position? What does this do? No, I don't think that's how you do randomness. Let's look at our other things. I do already have some kind of smoke, right? Which is something I want this to somehow look like that, right? So kind of. So okay, what do we do? Where does it oh, it's shape location. Okay. It's doing that in the shape location. So that's probably the particle update, not particle spawn. Shape location. And that produced like a kind of cloud thing. I do want to apply this Niagara system already in our thing so we can scale them appropriately. Meaning enemies, Hydra fight shield breaker. And we're gonna add a Niagara particle system component and the shield breaker trail. So when I spawn it, please what? Why is it at the bottom? I think it's not doing it in local space, but rather in global space. No, because I mean, first of all, it's in the viewport shows us that it's like way too small, right? What effect does it have? Like, I don't want to spawn burst instantaneous though, no? I want a... How was it called? Spawn rate? Like 50. So we play this. It like gradually spawns over time. And then obviously because the lifetime is like... Yeah. Calculate bounce dynamic, does that fix it? No, it's still somehow at the bottom. Maybe it's something in the system I need to change. Okay, there's loop duration, effect type, bounce, no. Determinism, default system, system update. Does it need to have something more? Local space? Where is it even at all? What? I completely killed it. Oh, it's there. I don't know what I changed, but like it's there. The not so smoky smoke is there. Okay, so obviously the shape is like very much too small, right? Let's change it to something very high, like yes, something along these lines. Now that really doesn't make sense. I like the spawn location sphere. I don't think I want this to spawn like in a sphere. I think I want this to spawn in a ring / disk. Yeah, look, it's even the right axis. Hexagon? I would okay, I mean, doesn't really make that much sense. Maybe from point. Maybe we do want this to be, or like maybe just a very tiny ring, just like a very tiny ring. Just so there's spawn variation at all, right? And then of course we want it to add velocity into... Yeah, sure. I mean, I'd say it's a little bit too fast. Like, I want some to go up, and I want some to go down. So wait, we have to make a vector. Or can we... I think there was something better. Float from vector. Never mind. There's a random vector. Ah, there we go. So the minimum is going to be like -10, the maximum is like going to be +10. Or -1 and 1, 0, 0, and this is going to be 10. 20. Okay. Sure. I mean, it's too many particles to like really judge. Really judge what's happening here. Maybe like just 10, right? And we also want them to go... we want them to go in every direction, right? But some more than others. Let me just see. Okay. Now, I don't really like how dense it looks right now. Like, you can for the life of everything not see what this thing is supposed to be. Maybe instead of spawning like many small ones, we just spawn like a few bigger ones that like maybe like 3, right? 3 rather bigger ones. This is already a lot, no? But either way, I wanted to go down with the opacity to like 0.5. I feel like that didn't change anything, by the way, regarding the opacity. No, it does something. Does something. I think the emissive is like kind of compensating for that. Because if I would put this to 0, it would just disappear, am I right? Apply? Yeah, so, damn, like what? This is crazy. Maybe some of the things can multiply this with RGBA. Because then we can control the color from here, maybe. Negative alpha, that's a good one. Man, it's so interesting, like how little the alpha matters. It's crazy to me, in fact. I mean, maybe some of it will like kind of disappear when we break up the noise a little bit with like something else, right? So we have this noise. If we just multiply them together, maybe. Now, obviously the red channel. Now this one we can make maybe like a dynamic parameter. Or dynamic. Yeah, so this is for like dynamic particle values. So to control the breakup percentage, we could theoretically do we power this, or do we what do we do with that? Man, but like I'm really upset that the smoke is like so visible, right? Maybe we do need to just decrease on the emissiveness. Let's just pick a color which doesn't have any emission at all, right? Just like white. Look at how visible this is. Why is it so visible? I don't get it. What happens if I desaturate the texture? I did the exact opposite. I put a... Okay. Meaning that if I put in a saturate node... nothing happens. Maybe a power. Maybe like a power to control how much... Ui. Like it makes it more extreme, but like less. Like what about power values under that? Makes it more smoky, but not really what we are looking for. Like it should already have like a very low opacity. Maybe we need to plug in the alpha into the opacity. Oh yeah, see? Okay, I think I found the source to like get like some kind of dust. Let me just increase blue. What happens? No, but like it loses its property again. I guess you just cannot have like a bluish smoke. And to be honest, I'm fine with something like that. No. Oh, sorry. I'm fine with something like that. I mean, not color-wise, but looks-wise. Now, I am, although, kind of upset about the sprite size. Like, I feel like it should be way higher, but like way less. Now, yeah, no, like something like that. But now, obviously, the fact that it's like kind of spawning in is something we will have to change. But yeah, we have to scale the alpha. But like this is kind of too much. Or is it? Well, first of all, let's scale the alpha, okay? So obviously, it's gonna be 1 because we're gonna scale the alpha elsewhere. I think you can do it here. Color? Not spawn. Color? Scale color, okay. So I just want to scale the alpha. And then we make a float curve. Now the scale curve is going to be really low, okay? But we can do a curve now with, I think, 3 points is what I need. So first of all, we're going to start at 0. Then after some time, let's say 0.2, we're going to go to the max value and then hold the value a bit. So for like 6 or 7, we hold the value a bit and then we kind of fade out again. Maybe even further. And then we smooth them out. No, we don't want those ones to be smoothed. Yeah. This is not smooth. Auto. There we go. So now they fade in. And they fade out. I think they do, yeah. Look at what's happening there. Why is it like it's like clipping away when you... I don't think it's that noticeable, to be honest. So I do think it's a little bit too big. Maybe 500 was a bit too much, like 250 and 500. Yeah, okay. Like it does emit like some kind of smoke-ish. And it also like goes randomly pretty well. Look, I'm okay with the smoke looking like the way it does. It's just not very interesting right now. Obviously we wanna break up the patterns still. Obviously we do. I don't really know how though. Maybe we how into dynamic parameter into this, or I'm lazy, okay? I don't wanna do dynamic parameters. We're gonna plug in the alpha. Did it change anything? I think it breaks it up. Does it? Does it look different? I'm gonna remove it now. It doesn't do shit. Maybe the alpha times n. Because it's like a very low value. No, that looks like complete horseshit. What did I change? Why is it now looking like that? I didn't... Oh, because it's taking this. Okay. No, it really... The power messes with it. Man, I do like the smoke. It's just very uninteresting. If you guys get where I'm at, like... What if we put a panner? Like a panner into this. Like just a very, very slight one. This is not very, very slight, but I wanna see the effect. Oh, this looks interesting. I like it. Do I like it? It looks very chaotic. But like I think I like it. I mean, obviously the effect is like too strong, but like this is usable. Like a kind of like just little circle. Okay. So that is our first emitter, one of many. One of many. Also the screen kind of mess with me. Alright, let's add like a just occasional burst, blowing particles. Turning content? I want like a steady... Like just a few points, you know? Just like a few... Okay, we're gonna... Okay, we're gonna do omni... What is this? Hanging particles? We're gonna do an omnidirectional burst, but change this just to be not spawn burst instantaneous, but rather spawn rate. And like 220. It still has the velocity, which is funny. Wait, but this is not very spawn ratey. I like the sphere, but like I don't like the velocity. Oh, is it going down? Okay, it has gravity. Let's remove the gravity. Why is this not playing, by the way? I do wonder though, why does it like disappear after some time? Maybe because it's scaling the alpha, meaning... Okay, but this should scale it only for one particle, not for the whole thing. Oh, that changed it. Was this also at infinite? Oh, loop behavior. Oh, it's literally just that system. That makes more sense. So, initialize particle, color. Like, obviously, this is also gonna be like a bluish kind of thing. But like, this is a very ugly blue. Also, I don't really like the sprite that's being used. And also way too much velocity. It should be like 100 and max, and then like 20. And the spawn rate is way too high. Let's do like 5. No? Maybe a little bit higher? Like 10? I mean, it can work. It just really doesn't look very interesting. Let me see how it looks in-game, right? So when I just spawn a few of them. Right. Let me see that. There we go. It's quite noisy, and the dots are, I think, too small. Or maybe I can match. Let me see how they look when I punch it. Oh no. I really like what's happening with the dots because they move in local space. No, they don't move in local space. They move in global space. But like, I didn't like what was happening with the how the thing was at the emitter's location still. Let me see again. Let me see again. I changed the thing to be less. You'll see. Like I changed to be not local space. Come on, do it. So it takes a while until the huh? Where did it go? Well, where did my smoke go? Okay, why is the smoke spawning here at 0, 0? Okay, let's compare this emitter to this. You're trolling me. They have the exact same settings. Why are you not spawning in the right location? Emitter state. See? Emitter state. Spawn right. Initialize particle. Why is the positioning? Oh, a simulation position. Boop. There we go. Man, I really need to work on the animations. I really do. So let's just, I don't know, let's just get a little bit. There we go. There it is. And now when I punch it, it should like just kind of go. It does. But like the rage doesn't really make sense, does it? Like the smoke is just not fast enough to like catch up. And also, I think it's funny when this thing despawns, like the emitter also just instantly vanishes. Ah! Oh no! Why? Because it's a component, am I right? Hmm. Surely there's a way to like not completely delete this thing. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Well, we'll figure out what that means someday. We'll figure out what that means someday. Yeah, so I'd say we kind of are forced to having more smoke. Like, not much more, right? Like 6, I think. But like... I mean, it's smoke. Can't deny that. I don't really like the color of those yet. A little bit too much green. Boop, boop, boop. Let's spawn a few. Let's just kill him as fast as possible. So, when I hit it, I mean, it's better. It could look cool. Let's make it, by the way, so that the velocity kind of increases. Right? From this thing, because it looks really lame right now. So this is the speed. Okay, so 10, so it's gonna be our base speed. Speed is gonna be a float, where it's gonna be at 10. And then we'll have, I think the base speed could be like 20. I'm gonna have a speed increment, which can we, it's gotta be like a low value, like 4. We also need to track the current speed. Speed boost. So every tick after it was hit, we increment, or like we get the speed increment set. Wait, this one's supposed to be read-only. Blueprint read-only, and this one also blueprint read-only. Speed increment, we just current speed boost, get current speed boost plus this, and no, I did not forget to, this is very important, to multiply our speed increment with our delta time. The reason why you need to the reason you need to multiply the speed increment with the delta time is because in different tick rates, right, you still want to have the same increment. So for example, if your game is like running at 144 FPS, the event tick might fire more than, you know, for a player that has like only 60 FPS. So you want to multiply it with the delta seconds to have like a constant value that is same across every single FPS value, or like every single FPS number. That is really important. Else it will yeah, deviate from. I'm not entirely sure if it's FPS or like just CPU hang, but like it has to yeah, definitely be synced with some real-time factor in it. I think the tick rate in the game might be constant, right? Like 20 ticks a second. But wait, why we don't need a base speed? We don't. Because we can just, the current speed boost, we can just put this on 20 and it's gonna be our base speed. But we also want to clamp. Why? Let's do that. Also wanna, or rather min. For like 100? I think that's okay. So we'll get faster by 4. Let's see. Let's just see. let's just see. Let's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And now it doesn't really speed up as much as I want. Let's choose a very high speed increment, like 20. And let's uncap it, just to see if it like even works at all. It doesn't increment the speed, doesn't it? Why not? Why not? I'm missing something? Or does it just... Like, it should double its speed, like, come on. I think it should be noticeable. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Okay, how about we start at 0? Yep, 0. 0 speed. It does work. Just doesn't make any sense. Because it should be way faster. Because last time I tried 100 was like really high. I mean, yeah, kind of. No? Like, let's cap it at like 1000, maybe. So after 10 in-game clicks, it's at max speed. I think that's cool, no? I mean, the particles don't really match the vibe of it. But we can... Wait, I have a funny idea, okay? Minus 1000, okay? Wait, watch this. This is gonna be funny. What? What? Oh, because it's multiplied by delta time. That's why. Yeah, I just realized why... I just realized why the speed increment is so high, right? Because, we multiplied by delta time, or by delta seconds. Realistically, the speed increment would be at something like 1, but the delta time is something we multiply. Granted, it doesn't really matter which of the two things we multiply, but it just makes more sense to think that way, right? To think of multiplying the delta time instead of the speed to have a harder increase. A more proportional. Why did I cancel the everything? Why did I do that? So let's spawn one. Okay. It did increment in speed. What I wanted to try actually was something funny. Okay, watch this. No, what is it doing? Is that funny? Like just a very slight one. Just like a bit. Okay, that's a little too little. Oh no. I mean, I do think this would make more sense if it was like an animation, right? And not whatever the hell this is. Oh no, this is kind of goofy. I see the vision, but it's goofy. Maybe I want it to speed up exponentially. Or not exponentially, quadratically, because this is kind of like a linear speed up. Really? And what year do we live in? To the power of 2. I think that's way more interesting. Now it is more interesting, but like it quickly reaches a point where it's like really, really fast. Maybe we need the speed increment to be even lower. Or get rid of this pin. Oh. Oh. Oh no. But like look at how like considering how like oh no. Bomba. Oh no, we can't do that. Okay, nah. Nah. No. Why does it look so shit? Maybe like 0.05? Bomba. I don't even know what value it reaches, to be honest. Maybe we can choose a clamp that is a little bit more safe. Dude, I wanna have like a very big screen shake whenever this hits. With like an explosion, right? Just like very temporarily. Just like very temporarily. Just because I wanna see like I wanna feel the impact. Like, where does it overlap? There we go. So, get players. Now, get actors of class. First class player. Player. And for each player, we're gonna apply a screen shake, or rather, it needs to play controller, get controller, and then it needs to apply the camera, add camera shake. No. When the bomb explodes, implodes. Living hydro bomb. We are already applying a screen check. Please don't tell me, yeah. Implode. It needs to be a player controller. Grrr. I knew that, of course. I actually did. I just... Yeah. Oh, we can scale. So when we scale the explosion shake to like 3. I just summon the boss breaker. We really need to add sheets someday. Make our life easier. But yeah, let's just boom. Boom, boom. We need to get 5. I wanna make it so that you actually have to kill them, maybe. Okay, okay, okay. We could even make it last longer, like a second asset that lasts longer, but like I really like how it felt. What we could also do is right now spawn a Niagara component, like a Niagara thingy at that hit location. Spawn the spawn system at location. Right? Look at this big chain. Look at it. Might have to put this in a sequence so it's better organized. Do I have any location available? I guess we do. The shield location. So, which one of those is the shield? Probably this one, right? Oh, spear dot get location. Gal. Why? Why? Okay. So, it's not attached. What? Spawn system. Add location. There we go. It looks very much clean. So at that location, I don't really have a system for like an explosion except for... Oh, where does... Oh, okay. Except for the water thing. I mean, it's not really... It's not really the thing that I wanna use for that, but like I think just for testing purposes it's gonna be enough. Okay, trust. So, oop. Okay, okay. I mean the location is kind of off, but I like how it feels, you know. I do like how it feels. Okay, wait, can we rotate it so it like I mean this is me just goofing around, okay? So how do I have to rotate it? Like what axis is like facing to the left? Can I rotate something? Please? Anything? There. To rotate the y axis by what did I just undo? Redo. Okay. To rotate the y axis by 90. I think this might be crazy, okay? This is the stuff that's like very fun for no reason. Now I want us to obviously I think the shield location doesn't really make much sense. I mean it does make sense, but like not for this demo. But I'm having fun. Like maybe it was a good idea to not like try to burn ourselves out today. Because I am having an exam tomorrow. So yeah. But that doesn't keep me from doing what I can do best. And it's just goofing around. So so instead of the word location, we actually get the actor location. Now, is Unreal Engine good enough to like get or like to retrieve this variable before the actor is described or not? We'll see. If it's gonna throw a blueprint error, then we know. Huh? Um. What? What did I do? How did that happen? What? Oh, because maybe we like. I don't know. Let's just try to see if it was. If it was. No, where did the particle go? Come back. Particle despawned. Oh, maybe because look at this. Burn! So no, we cannot access the thingy before the actor is destroyed, which is good. I mean, it's a good thing that Unreal Engine does it that way, because that means that this variable is only fetched when it's needed. You have to view it that way. So that's like I guess kind of a performance optimization they do here. Regarding pure functions, or like pure methods. Which doesn't help us here. But like it's also not a hard fix. We just move everything to the right a bit. And that should yeah, fix it. That should fix it. Man, but like this is going somewhere. Like I like where this is going. I just need I just need something to like put into the word like that looks like something, you know? Like when does the game actually start becoming a game? I feel like a game. So. Oh yes, baby. That looks nice, I think. Yes, I think this is really cool. This is tough, okay, this is tough. Obviously we also want to add a controller rumble. Rumble. Blah, blah, blah. We also did it in the Living Hydro Bomb, in the ability implode. And we can also just use. Look, why isn't the camera shake just simple like that? Well, why isn't it just that, you know? Start. Okay, intensity is 1. Obviously, duration is a bit higher than the regular bomb. I want to connect a controller to test it. And I'm gonna connect a controller to test it. Now, even if the particles right now look like omega shit and are not final, right? Just having it blocked out, I think, is like the biggest thing. Okay? Like just the biggest. No? Why don't you like that? Oh, did I forget to target? Sure, I can give you a target. Now, obviously, you guys won't be able to see the like controller thing or like the controller rumble, but just have to believe that it like either works or it doesn't work. Man, I'd really have to fix the crosshair one day, but yeah. I am wondering if I'm adding too much rumble because every time I shoot, there's rumbling. Every time I land, there's like a very tiny rumbling. Every time one of those explode, there's a rumbling, but not when I hit yet. Oh yes, that feels good. That feels good. But the screen shake could be way higher, no? Or like way longer. Maybe we do need to add like a new screen shake. Shield, break, shake. Okay, so like the intensity, let's make it 4 times SI, and the duration is gonna be brutal, okay? It's gonna be like this. Then we put this into... Wait, this didn't have a scale? I thought I put the scale to like 3. Okay, then maybe then maybe like a 20. Then maybe like 20. Am I right? So we do this, and then we do that, and then we do that, and then... Okay, we need to get 5 of them. There we go. Huh? That was somehow lower than everything else. Oh no! I increased the screen shake on... No? Yeah, no, it was this one. Oh no, I'm so embarrassed. It was the wrong shake Yeah. Yeah. So, still, I don't think it was long enough. Like, maybe like a whole second. Whole R second. You know, whoppa, and... Did you see how we activated this one, guys? That's crazy. Alright, this one should spawn it. There we go. Okay, I think that's more like it. I think it could be a little bit lower, like 0.8 I think would be the perfect duration. Did I compile? I don't think I did. There we go. Compile. Yes, I like that. I like that. Maybe the fade out time could be a little bit higher, right? The blend out time like 0.1. Yeah, I think I like that. Nice, Sue. By the way, does anyone know what's happening with like those shadows here? I don't know if it's like visible on stream, but like they're very dithered. They're quite dithered. And now we can just kill it. Nice. Okay. Think we made some interesting progress today. No, don't kill me, 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 don't kill me. What the hell just happened? Wait a minute, does it go against the camera direction? And not the actual, like... I think it does. I wanted to end the stream, but like I think that's a bug we need to low-key fix, because I think the control rotation is not the thing that we should be looking for. Oh no, look at that. It goes into your view direction. Okay, that's an easy fix. That is a very easy fix. Where is our AP speed boost? So instead of getting the forward vector, we literally just get the existing velocity and then we just normalize. Crazy, right? How did I get that wrong? Like the other option was even harder. Like see, that's the reason why you need to work on on your project on multiple days. Okay, you cannot do everything in one day because like stuff like this you really only notice when you know actually take time off. So don't overwork yourself. Even if you want to achieve progress, you're gonna get more progress just by having a clear mind about things. So even if I look into this direction, yeah, I'm still being boosted into the direction I'm looking at. Or like I'm going at, rather. Like we're going the direction I'm going at, not the direction I'm looking at. We could also make it so that it goes into the direction that this thing has, but like I think that's lame. I think that's just not fun. To be honest. So yeah. Also the visuals on this thing, horrendous. It's literally just a pannered noise. I mean, does it work for this? Yes, but it's like nothing special on it. Like at least some particle clouds here and there. Okay. So, to sum up what we did today, and then, yeah, I'm gonna sum up today what we have. Then, yeah, then I'm gonna set a goal for the next stream, and then we're actually gonna, yeah, be over for today because I do have an exam tomorrow. So, what we did today is we added some visuals for this shear breaker thing. Okay, you can hit it, and when you hit it, it like flies and then goes there and then breaks the shield, and then you can attack the target and then regains the shield back. Then another shield breaker spawns, and then you boom another one, and yeah. Okay, so I would make it so that the Niagara system, like, okay, there are two things. I want um, I want for the next stream, I want two things to be. I want two things to be done. Let me pull up my crosshair. Okay, so shield breaker should only when shield is up. I think that makes sense. So I don't want players to not attack them and then one phase them. I want players to, like, you know, only do that while it's like actually shielded. Else this whole thing doesn't make any sense. And the second thing is prevent Niagara system from spawning on actor despawn. So those are the two tasks for the next stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, if you want to support the game in like any way, subscribe, like, do whatever really, but follow. I don't know what else is there. Doesn't really matter, but yeah. Yeah, I think that's some progress, some good progress. We did some fancy visuals here and then a few effects there. Yeah. Wait, I just realized that do the effects follow the thing? I feel like the... I'm sorry. I have to double check. My autism is not doing it. Like, I feel like the Niagara system for this is not doing what it's supposed to do. Where is it? First of all, okay, I'm sorry. I said I want to end it, but there are a few things I want to change. I feel like the controller rumble on those living hydro bombs should not be as strong as the big explosion, right? Oh, sorry, the ability. The controller rumble, this is way too high. Like 0.5. Come on, let's be real. Yeah, it still feels powerful. But like, obviously not nearly as powerful as this. Oh no, okay. I did see the smoke spawning. It just takes a while to spawn, which doesn't really match with the movement speed. Maybe we do have to compensate with the spawning time for that. You guys can see it just takes a long while to spawn. Maybe we do need to change the effect up a bit, but that's not a problem for today. It's not a problem for today. So, thank you everyone once again for watching. If you want to support the game, subscribe, follow, whatever the hell. And thank you very much for being you, and bye bye.